back, North Haven CrossFit. Woo! We got a special edition of Keys to Success today. We're going to talk about something that every single person is like, man, I wish I could do that. And if you can, I'm sure you understand how much practice and what it took for you to get there. So the handstand walk. What is the handstand walk and how are you able to do it? Well, this is one of those questions that we get all the time. Oh, how can I handstand walk? Well, you can't really go from 0 to 100. There's a couple progressions that you have to get there. Now, there's two different styles of handstand walks. There's the CrossFit style, which is a little bit more ugly than the gymnastic style. Gymnastic style, if you ever see someone who's good at gymnastics do a handstand walk, everything is perfectly in line. Toes are together, they're pointed, everything is super, super tight. And again, it's really, really functional to be able to do that. But you know, we kind of bypass all that in CrossFit because all we think about is, man, I need to get from A to B. I don't necessarily care about being a perfect gymnast. And again, that's totally cool, but you should try to practice and get to the point where you are a perfect pencil. That is the ultimate goal. But guys, we're going to walk through some things that are going to help you today in order to get there. So handstand walk. We're already under the presumption that we have the ability to hold ourselves in the upside down manner. And again, if you guys don't, what you can do is you can practice a couple drills. So Crick is going to come over here. If you guys need to, number one, just get stronger in the overhead position before we get to handstand walks, that's cool. All right, we have some drills that'll help you there. So Crick's just going to go upside down on the wall, I'm sorry. Upside down on the wall. All right, so couple things. If you're working on strength alone, again, this is a great exercise because all it's going to do is it's going to just put all the pressure into your shoulders and force you to get stronger in this position. All right, so come down for 1 second. Let's just say you have the strength and you can do handstand push-ups, you can do kipping handstand push-ups, you can do some strict, but you handstand walking you can't really get. Well, what is a handstand walk? If you ever think about walking, and you think about the position that your body is in, you're never leaning back and walking like this. So when we do a handstand walk, why do we have a tendency to not allow our body to give ourselves a little bit of momentum? So what do I mean by that? If I'm walking, and just picture me walking, I always lead with my chest. Again, I don't sit back here and lead with my legs. Why? Because it's super awkward and I don't have any momentum. I'm fighting myself in order to move. So what do I have to do? I lead with my chest is through, then my legs come. Handstand walking is the exact same thing. And this is the biggest mistake that I see is we jump into a handstand and instead of allowing our body to lead us, we're always trying to move our hands forward first. So you guys have to think about that when you do that. But we'll get there in 1 second. Let's just talk about feeling comfortable upside down. So this is a great drill that I help or I teach all of our athletes to do. It's just some simple shoulder taps on the wall. So Crick's going to go up and he's going to give us about 10 shoulder taps. What the shoulder taps allow us to do, it allows us to shift our body from side to side and get comfortable in that position. So when you shift side to side, what that does, I mean, again, when I walk, I don't keep my feet on the ground here. No, I shift my weight to one side and then I shift my weight to the other. You have to think about handstand walking in the same manner. I have to shift from one side to another, to another. All the weight is going to be pressed onto one arm. Then I'm transferring my weight to the other arm. So think about this when you do it. So if you guys master on the wall, and again, you know, do 5 sets of 20, 5 sets of 20 until you feel great, until you feel, oh, I'm locked out, locked out, locked out. That's the key. If my arms are bent, think about a pillar. If I'm building a house on a pillar, my pillar should never be bent. Why? Because all the pressure is going to come crashing down. That pillar should be straight locked out and it should be boom here. Same thing. Every time you take a step with your arms should be perfectly locked out. So Crick's going to show us a couple freestanding shoulder taps. This is the next drill for you guys to do. Just freestanding shoulder taps. And again, if you feel like you're a little bit wobbly, that's okay. The goal is to be able to do those until you feel comfortable. Now you can't rely on your feet up against the wall. You have to rely on moving your body from side to side. Shoulder taps, this is one of my favorite drills for anyone learning how to do a handstand walk because it just gives you the opportunity to go back and forth and back and forth. Who cares about walking? Who cares about circling? You're just feeling comfortable upside down, number one, but comfortable shifting your weight from back and back and forth. So Crick is going to show us what the handstand walk looks like. He's going to give us a couple different, do a couple steps for us. So he dives in, and again, you see how his feet are a little bit in front of him? Good, pause right there for a second. Actually, I'm gonna hold you, all right? So in this position right here, couple things. Number one, he has a little bit of a bend, which I'm okay with. Again, he's not a gymnast by trait. Good, relax for a second. He's not a gymnast by trait. Myself, I use a little bit of momentum to help me walk. And again, any gymnast watching this are probably like, that's totally wrong. But the key and the goal is to get to that position. But again, if you're just trying to walk a little bit, you're trying to make it 20 feet in a workout, guys, use that momentum to help you. Use that momentum. That's what it's there for. I don't want to see you crazy. Like, I don't want to see 1 foot this way, 1 foot that way. Try to stay as tight as possible. Feet, heels together, toes pointed. Keep your stomach nice and tight and allow yourself to walk. These are the keys that are going to help you get your handstand walk. And again, guys, we're here for any questions. I don't care if you go to our gym. I don't care if you're from, the other side of the country. It doesn't matter. I want to hear what you guys have to say. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We'll be happy to answer your questions. And again, guys, I hope something that we said today might help you on your fitness journey. So we will see you next time, and enjoy.